All right, so MyFitnessPal has made it a little bit easier to enter in your foods using your iPhone. So I'm going to show you the iPhone format for MyFitnessPal, as this is going to be your home page. Anytime you want to make an addition of food to MyFitnessPal, you can essentially click the plus button. You would then touch food, and then you would choose the meal that you're looking to add to. So let's start off with breakfast. And let's assume that you had a large egg. You can either find it in your recents or you can go to your search field. I'm going to tap this. I'm going to type in egg for those of you that have never used this before. And you're going to look for your whole egg. We have one here. We're going to touch that one. Now, since we only had one egg, we're going to keep the serving number as 1. If we had 2, we would touch this 1. And it would open up a scroll for us to change this to 2 eggs. So let's hit the check mark because this is one whole egg, yolk included, and hit the check mark to add the food. And now your egg has been added to your breakfast. Now, if you wanted to add food again to breakfast, you can either touch the plus button and then hit food again, or you can go directly to your diary and hit add food. So let's hit add food. And let's say with the egg, you had an egg white. So I'm going to type in egg white. And then you're going to hit search. So as you can see, we have a number of options for egg whites. We're going to go with the top option. This is essentially one large egg, but the white only. You're going to tap that, and if it was only one, you'd hit the check mark. And so now you had one egg and one egg white for breakfast. As you can see up top, here my goal is 2,590 calories for the day. So far I've taken in 95 calories worth of food, so I have 2,500 calories remaining. Now let's say this is a breakfast I have very often. I'm going to hit the more button, and we're going to hit the save meal button, which is great because that means you don't have to search for individualized meals all the time. So I'm going to hit the save meal button, and I'm going to give this meal a name, eggs for breakfast. We're going to hit the check mark, and now the meal has been created. I'm going to hit dismiss. Now, anytime I wanted to enter in that meal, I can do it anywhere on my diary. So let's go to add food for lunch. Let's go to meals, and there you see eggs for breakfast that we just added. We hit the check mark, and instead of having to enter these in individually, we can just enter them in with one button. But let's say, for instance, you wanted to change the quantity. You can hit one of the options. Let's say you had 2 eggs, you can touch the egg button, and you can change that to a 2 by touching the 1. Scrolling to 2, hit the check mark here, the check mark in your upper right, and now you've had 2 eggs, and that won't change the settings for your saved meal. Let's say, for instance, you wanted to just have the 2 large eggs and none of the egg whites. You can simply swipe to the right of this toward the middle of the screen. That will open up a delete button. You can hit delete, and then you can delete that meal. So that's how you're going to be adding and saving foods. After you save your meal, you can use it anytime you want. So I definitely recommend saving as many meals as possible and having an idea of the meals that work best for you. In the next video, we're going to go over how to add workouts.